of that said, with some of those mechanics talked about on the application, a lot of folks may be considering filing 2025 taxes married separately, either again or for the first time. And there are some big trade-offs that we want to talk about. So one trade-off with common law states is, and that's any state that's not a community property state that I mentioned earlier, is that married filing separate tax brackets, when you're looking at the tax brackets themselves, are less favorable, or they can be, depending on what you and your spouse's income is. You could hit certain phase outs faster. Which this basically just results in a higher marginal tax rate potentially and less flexibility for certain deductions. And the takeaway here is how I kind of boil it down to something pretty simple is if you and your spouse live in a common law state, not community property, and you make pretty vastly different incomes. So let's say you make $200,000 and your spouse makes $70,000 a year. That's a pretty big difference in your income. So there is going to be a pretty big difference in the difference between filing jointly and filing separately because of how much extra tax the higher income earning spouse is going to pay, unfortunately. Now, sometimes it could still make a lot of sense to still file separately.